Okay, so I'm going to give this a shot, trying to draw while also narrating kind of what I'm thinking as I go through this. So what I have here, I am designing a window screen. We roll back to the beginning here. It's too far. Here we go. This is the first sketch. I lay out the outside extents of the window. I can come back and change this at any time. I can make this number whatever I want. 50, 44.5. I know it's pretty close to 44.5. All the window locations are going to be different sizes, which is great. So once I get this drawn up, I can change these dimensions to follow through into the drawing that I create from this solid model. So this is the first sketch here. The next sketch, I create these vertical pieces. None of these are all solid bodies, so if I come in here I can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can come in here and I can make changes. I'm going off on a little tangent here, but hey, that happens. Here we go. Hey, now we got a blue one. Cool. Anyway, so this next sketch, I need a spot to I'm going to cut a groove on the side of the railing to accept where the screen goes. So the screen will get stapled on this surface here. And I have to run the stock on the table saw to rip out this dado notch. So when I create this stock, this profile, it has to have that feature in it. So that means if I want to do butt ends and not have to do a 45, I'm going to have to create a little bit of a detail on the end of these pieces here. So this basically represents the stock profile will be this. Alright, so here we go. I need to add a cut over here. Rectangle. Press add relations. Press the Q button. It's a fast key, hotkey. Select that one and this one. Something's not right. This and this. Go linear. There we go. Now I'm going to create a construction line. I press the hotkey and mirror. I want these entities, and I want to mirror about this. Boom, there we go. I'm going to repeat that again. And now I can do this because I've been working off of symmetry. If I created the original sketch and didn't use symmetry, I would not be able to do this. So it's all about that initial sketch. You have to make that right. You have to think ahead. But that's really hard. So anyway, here we go. We want to do a cut, and I want to drive off of the same surface I've created here. This is the oldest sketch or feature, so I'm going to attach it to that. So I'm going to go up to surface, select that surface. Alright, and in this case I want it to cut whatever it's going against here. Oh, and I forgot one of them. So I'm going to go back in here and edit the sketch. And I was supposed to grab some more entities when I did the mirror. So these, about this, and then I'll rebuild, and that will be alright. So here we go. I need to add on the end of this piece to come straight across here. So I think I'll work off of this plane. Let's see. We'll go from here to here, and that'll be fully defined and driven off the geometry available. So that's good. That'll be easy. Just gonna have a little click party here. Rectangle. I can also press the R key. See how that's blue? Can't have that. It's got to be attached. The blue means that it is not fully defined. Now I have all black there. That's what we want. Every sketch. I only break that rule very infrequently. It's very important. All black there. Alright, now we're going to extrude it up to a surface. Which surface? This surface. But I don't want it to merge with everything. I do want it to merge, so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say I want you to merge with this body and this body. Alright, so that created is, let me show you. See, there's no line here. That means that feature that I just created merged with this piece, but it did not merge with that. So I still have 4 bodies here. I can come over here and isolate, and you can see. So that's the shape that I'll create on the end panel, or the end of the rail here. And what's going on here? It shouldn't be cut through here. I think I made a mistake in this cut. This is when I have to do some troubleshooting here. I definitely made a mistake. It must have been, I see what I did. I goofed up the sketch. I was working too fast. This shouldn't be over here. So, let's see. This is saying it's symmetrical. I must have mirrored this. I mirrored it wrong. Which one did I draw wrong? I drew them all wrong. Look at that. Alright, we're just going to start over because these things are cheap. Delete. Buy. Alright, focus here. Rectangle. Press the R button. Alright, that's why I gotta go from this point. Come on, give me that intersection. There we go. I'll make one over here. Mirror. About this. Mirror. This. About this. Oh, almost did the same mistake as before. Grab that too. If I rebuild, it should be correct. Alright, and there we go. Yes, this is what I was intending. So now we have a nice lap joint on the ends. Alright. Now, time to add some vertical supports. I know that I want a cross brace to come across here and another couple to come this way. So because I worked off of symmetry when I started my sketch, I want one through the middle here, so I'm going to pick my, looks like top plane. I'll put the sketch on that. Alright, here we go. Normal to that sketch plane. Alright, I'm going to work in section view. Wrong one. There we go. Now we can see, instead of looking at the end of the part, we can see that this is what I have to fill in here. Alright, so let's just get some lines going here from there. Zooming in and out. Zoom. Zoom. Come on. Give me that intersection. There we go. I could probably put on a point filter or something like that if I wanted to get fancy, but It's picking alright. We could just zoom in more. Come on. There you go. Oh, I missed. And you can see why. Hey, it's blue. Mistake. Alright, so to fix this, I'm just going to use the merge, add relations, come to the rescue, merge. Here we go. Now everything's black. Alright, turn off the section view, and we got our, oh, look at that. Yep. Section view looks right. Extrude it. Alright, I want to go mid-plane, so that's showing me it's not going the right way. Mid-plane, and we'll make it an inch, but you know, we'll see what it ends up being. Oh, see here? Look, it merged. I forgot. So I got to come back in here and uncheck that box. And now you see it is not merged. So now I have 5 solid bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so now I have to do the same thing in this plane going this way. They're going to intersect somehow. I have to figure that part out. And this mirror here is not really good. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so we need to establish planes. I don't have any plane to select to work on, so I think I'm going to create some reference geometry. So I always try to work off of, I don't know what to call it, high priority or dominant planes. These planes are established when you open the part and they don't change. So these are the best things to work off of. So I think I'll pick this plane, normal 2, and I'm going to create 3 sketch points. I want this to be in thirds from, I guess, I have this orientation wrong here. Rails and stuff. Oh, okay. No, that's right. I see. Had my brain thinking sideways. Alright. I need to split this distance in 3. So we're going to go from here. We're going to make another one, and then we'll end it here. And all I have to do is add relation between these 3 things and make them equal. Alright. Now I'm going to exit the sketch, and we have this lovely geometry here that we can use. We'll insert a plane, and I'm going to pick, this is a cool one, is a plane, line and a point creates a plane. That's a good one. So now I have a plane there, and if this dimension changes, these will stay relative, and it'll always be equal. Okay. So I'm going to sketch on that plane, do section view like we did before, and I want the section view to be the plane that we just created. Alright, let's bang some lines in here. Yeah, we're going to go from here, and I can't line up with that point, so sometimes I like to exaggerate off to the side so that I know it's not defined. This makes sense in a moment. Here's the bottom coming up. Oh, look at that. We get a problem here. Those slots aren't the same depth. I think it's this one. Here. Alright, this will make it vertical. Now it's correct. Alright, yeah. Here we go. Extrude me. Mid-plane. Thickness, I guess 1 inch. Don't merge it. Give me that. Alright, yeah. So we got some interference here that we're going to have to deal with, and some up here. let's see. At this point I can create another solid body. I don't want to do all that again. Like, why build that sketch when we can come up here and we can go insert, features, move, copy. Alright, I'm going to grab this body. This is the one I want to move, and we want to translate it. Come on. Here we go. And I want to go from this point to this point. Beautiful. Alright. Now that we're done with that plane and that sketch, we can hide it. Hide you. Hide you. Alright, cool. So, let's go over here. We got to fix this interference here. I think I can get all of that in one shot. So, I'm going to pick this plane to sketch on, and go from intersection. It's going to be tricky. Tricky. I'll try it like this, because it'll let me grab these lines. So now those are defined. Now I just have to attach these lines. I'm going to attach you to, come on, get that line there. Collinear. Oh, it doesn't like that because I grabbed the wrong number, the wrong thing. Delete. Go away. Thanks. Q. Add relations. Collinear. Add relations. Collinear. Alright. Now, again, working off symmetry is far easier than sketching. So I'm going to create my mirror lines. It's blue. Shouldn't be blue. The only thing that should be blue is that little dot on the end, because I don't really care. I'm just using it as reference geometry. This is when I break that. It has to be all black rule. Alright, mirror time down. Boom. And then one more. This. Boom. Forgot. Again. Always make the same mistakes. There we go. Alright, I'm going to cut extrude. Up to surface. I just want to cut up to the bottom of the groove. And I don't want it to cut everything. I only want it to cut this and this. Aha. So now we have a notch. I come in here. You can say isolate. You can see. So that's how that piece is going to be shaped. Exit. Alright. And then you can see isolate this one. There's a way of changing the transparency so you can see this easier, but I don't like to do it because it's glitchy, and a lot of times I can't figure out how to turn it back off. Maybe someday I'll figure that out. And I forgot to take care of some interference here because these are basically intertwining. So I can actually add to this cut. So I go back in and edit the sketch we just made. And then if I just go like this, come on, give me that intersection. Should do it. Alright, it grabbed it. It's all black. Sometimes you have to like highlight both lines and then it knows which one you're trying to get. A little trick there. Now, it didn't do anything because I told it to only cut this body and this body, so I need to go back into the feature and edit the feature to also cut into, now I don't want to cut into both of them, just one of them. So I want to add this, I think. Alright, that worked out. Because next time I have to cut the back out of this. So why don't we just do that real quick. Sketch plane selected. Here, we're going to go like that. Give me the intersection, line, intersection. Alright, all black. Another extrude cut. Alright, blind, nope. Up to surface. We want the bottom of the notch. That's the one. Okay, and I only want to cut which one was it? Well, it's either, I can't remember which one I was doing. This happens all the time. I think keep everything. Yeah, that was not the right one. Haha. So, no big deal. Just come in here and do this one. Yeah, that was the right one, because it shouldn't have cut anything into more than one body, and that's what it was showing me. So, isolate. You can see now. Now this has notches. So that's how that piece will have to be shaped to be an overlap. And then this one, isolate, also has its notches. So this will all get done on the dado machine. Anyway, there's still some more details to add to this. I'll have to keep chugging along at the design. And anyway, this has been 20 minutes of listening to me ramble on. Have a nice day.